Hello, welcome to BioGrades TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. Major ethnic groups in DR Congo and their peculiarities. The Democratic Republic of Congo is an ethnically diverse country. There are known to be over 200 ethnic groups in this country. Here are the major ethnic groups there and their peculiarities. Luba. The Luba people, also known as Baluba, are the largest ethnic group in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, numbering over 5 million. They speak two distinct Bantu Luba languages known as Tisiluba and Kiluba. These two Bantu languages belong to the larger Niger-Congo language phylum. Luba villages are usually composed of members of the same lineage, while the larger ones are divided into lineage quarters. The household structures include a dwelling for the husband and one for each of his wives. The little children live at their mother's house. If the man is a prominent man, an enclosure is built around these houses and there is a special kitchen for his meals. The Luba are mostly farmers. The most cultivated crops are cassava and maize. They also grow sweet potatoes, beans, peanuts, tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, tobacco, and sesame. Sorghum and millet are grown mostly to be brewed as beer. When a woman agrees to marry a man, she invites the man to meet her parents and pay the bride price. The dowry usually consists of a sum of money, clothing, and footwear for the bride's parents, drinks, and 2 goats. One of the goats is given to the mother of the bride as payment for her daughter's virginity. In the past, if the bride is not a virgin, no goat is given to her mother. However, these days, people go ahead and give a goat whether the bride is a virgin or not. Once the bride price is paid and accepted, celebrations commence. The woman goes to live with her new husband's family for a month, then returns to her parents' home and from there proceeds to her husband's home, provided with provisions for her new home. Luba communities are usually headed by a chief. Before a man takes up the office of a chief, he must undergo some tests to show that the spirits of the chiefdom accept him. The main ceremony prior to being installed as a chief is a 4-day seclusion during which time the man is expected to have sexual intercourse with a close family relative. He is also given the relics of his predecessor so he can get a new spiritual identity. In the past, he had to be smeared with human blood to gain his full status as a chief. As a chief, there are a number of prohibitions he is expected to observe. For instance, he is not to touch or even look at a corpse. He is to eat his meals alone without sharing with anyone. He is also to maintain good health and avoid being mutilated in any way. In the past, a chief was killed as soon as he became mutilated or in poor health. The Luba believe in a supreme being called Leza. Then there are the Mikishi, which are territorial spirits that bring plentiful harvest. There is also the Bavidye, which are spirits that can possess humans to do their bidding. Finally, there are the Bankambo, which are the ancestral spirits. Human components of Luba religious beliefs include the Nsenga, which is the priest, the Nganga, who is the healer, and the Mufwinchi or witch, which is regarded as the embodiment of evil. Joseph Kabila, former president of Congo DRC, and Dikembe Mutombo, a former basketballer who played in the NBA in the US, are both of the Luba ethnic group. The Mungo ethnic group is the second largest ethnic group in Congo. They are mostly found in the province of Equateur and the northern parts of the Bandundu province. They speak the Mungo language, which is also called Nkundo. It is part of the Congo family of languages. Their equatorial forest dwelling is suitable for the cultivation of cassava, yam, and banana, which are their staple foods. Beans and some seasonal vegetables are also part of their diet. They also engage in fishing and hunting to supplement their food. Mungo societies are patrilineal with inheritance based on the father's lineage. A joint family household is called a tuka, which is comprised of 20 to 40 members derived from an ancestor's lineage. The male elder of the Etuka is called Tata, which means father. A cluster of Etuka is what forms a village. Ancestral worship is a large part of the traditional religion of the Mungo people. They also believe in nature spirits, fertility rites, magic, sorcery, and witchcraft. Today, though, many have embraced Christianity among the Mungo. Jupiter Bonkoji, a Congolese musician, is of Mungo descent. Congo. The Congo or Bakongo ethnic group is the third largest in the Democratic Republic of Congo. They number about 1.1 million people in the country. The Bakongo speak various dialects of Kikongo language. They were among the first sub-Saharan African people to embrace Christianity. As an ancient kingdom, they had diplomatic ties with the Vatican. Traditionally, the Bakongo hold that Nzambe is the creator of the universe. The ancestors live in a spirit village below the abode of Nzambe. When a family member dies a natural death, he or she joins the spirit world of the ancestors from where they provide protection for their living loved ones. However, if the death is unnatural or violent, the spirit of the departed is believed to be without rest until it is avenged. A sorcerer is hired to determine who is responsible for the death. Traditional healers also play a major role in their religious beliefs. The healers called Nganga are consulted for herbal treatment or to identify witches known as Kindoki. When a child is born, a ritual called a Kobota Elingi is carried out. It translates to what a pleasure it is to give birth. It basically involves a party where friends and relatives come to share in the parents' joy. Until recently, an initiation ceremony known as Longo held an important place among their rites of passage. Longo is where children are taught the secrets of Bakongo. During Longo, children learn how to behave as adults, including control of their physical and emotional reactions to evil, suffering, and death. In present times, due to westernization and rigid school calendars, few children undergo the rites. Death is seen as a transition to the next world, which is the spirit village of the ancestors. In the past, Congo tombs were quite large and resembled small houses into which the personal effects and furniture of the deceased are placed. The corpse was dressed in fine clothing and made to reflect the person's trade. The Bakongo family is usually monogamous, although women tend to give birth to as many as 10 children, as children are regarded as a sign of wealth. The Bakongo are a matriarchal people. Children are deemed to belong to their mother's lineage, and the maternal uncle is the male authority over them, even while their father is alive. The maternal uncle makes the call on where his sister's children will study and what career they will pursue. On the other hand, in the event of certain misfortunes, the uncle himself may be blamed by the family. Most Bakongo are subsistence farmers. They grow cassava, beans, and vegetables. Fruit tree plantations are common in certain areas. Along the coast, fishing is a source of livelihood for many people. Traditionally, Bakongo artisans are experts at wood carving, sculpting, painting, and stonework. Kimtavita was a 17th century prophetess and anti-slavery figure who was the leader of a Christian sect. She was from the Congo ethnic group. Some of the other ethnic groups in the country include the Yombe, Lunda, Baya, and Bembe people. Which have we missed out of these ethnic groups? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel.